It's a pleasure and honor for me to greet you all on this special occasion for the celebration of our National Day, the 109th anniversary of Albanian Independence Day, and to thank you for your presence here tonight. This special event in Ankara is organized for the first time after 3 years. Unfortunately, 2 years ago today, our country was hit by a devastating earthquake which caused terrible material and life damage. And last year, the world was hit by a pandemic caused by COVID-19, which unfortunately still continues today. And although it has been a long time since we have had the possibility of hosting activities, we are delighted that with joint efforts and safety measures to go for a gradual normalization of our life and activity. In a century, Albania has come a long way and made progress in confirming its European and Euro-Atlantic values. It became a member of NATO, and it is in a process of joining the European Union. Currently, a candidate country awaiting the start of full membership negotiation process. After a successful USA presidency for 2020, in June this year, Albania, for the first time in its history of diplomacy, was voted unanimously to hold a non-permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council for the years 2022-2023. As a career diplomat, this to me seems like a great assessment of Albanian diplomacy and foreign policy, but at the same time a commitment and contribution to peace, security and stability around the world, certainly with a special focus on the Western Balkans region. Albania, as a NATO member, has undertaken a series of deep reforms, and as an EU candidate hopes to organize the first intergovernmental conference with European Commission, opening the negotiation process towards EU membership as a strategic objective supported not only by the political forces of Albania, but by the entire Albanian public opinion. As an active actor in today's international relations, Albania was one of the first countries to express its readiness to host a considerable number of Afghan refugees since mid-August, after the fall of their country to Taliban forces, an attitude that has been highly praised by our allies and by the international community. Dear guests, Turkey is a strategic ally for Albania. Our relations have a very friendly and long historical background. We have excellent political and diplomatic relations, regional cooperation, and our people are more than neighbors and friends. Despite the pandemic, 2021 has been a very dynamic and intense year regarding Albanian-Turkish bilateral relations. In January of this year, the Albanian Prime Minister, Edi Rama, paid an official visit to Turkey with many members of the government cabinet, hosted by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. During this visit, 5 important agreements were signed, the most important of which was the political declaration for the establishment of the High Council of Strategic Cooperation between our two countries, increasing the relations on their highest strategic level. Also, the President of the Grand Assembly of Turkey, Professor Mustafa Shentop, paid a visit to Tirana in February. Additionally, the Albanian Prime Minister paid his second visit in June to optimize the cooperation between the two governments. I would also like to note that we are grateful to our Turkish partners and friends for the support they gave us in overcoming the consequences of the earthquake, where they are now near completion and delivery to the Albanian citizen affected by the earthquake of 524 accommodation units built in that area, as well as help and support to cope with the pandemic. President Erdogan delivered the speech and the promise that for a period of 3 months, Turkey would build a regional hospital in Fier, a hospital which has been effective for months and works with joint Albanian Turkish staff, serving a large population of the area with the most advanced standards in the field of health. But what is important is that Turkey is currently one of the main economic and trade partners of Albania, having a presence of serious and strategic Turkish businesses in our economy, extending in many areas. Despite the difficulties created by pandemic, we are pleased that economic and trade relations continue to prosper between our countries. To highlight an example, Turkish companies have recently undertaken the construction of major infrastructure projects in Albania, such as the new airport concession of Lora, where part of the joint venture is UDA company, as well as winning the international tender for the construction of the Logara tunnel was awarded to 2 Turkish companies, ASA Insat and Intercar Yapı Tourism. Our friendly relations have an additional factor. There are many Turkish citizens of Albanian origin. These factors add into the friendship, rapprochement and cooperation between us. On this occasion, I would like to take this opportunity to greet all our compatriots, the entire associations and their organizations, for all of the work they have done for our National Day. A warm greetings goes also to the Albanian students who study at the universities and high schools in Turkey and honor us with their achievements. Dear participants, thanking you for your attention, and I invite you to celebrate together to mark this anniversary of Albania. Thank you.
Başkanımız, Bakan Yardımcım, kıymetli misafirler, dost ve kardeş ülkem Arnavutluk'un Bayrak ve Bağımsızlık gününü kutluyor. Hepinizi saygı ve sevgiyle selamlıyorum. Arnavutluk arasındaki sağlam dostluğun temelini oluşturan köklü bağların izlerini dilimizde, tarihimizde, kültürümüzde, kısacası hayatın her alanında biz bütün bunlar tarih ve kültürümüzün ne kadar kaynaşmış olduğu fevkalade anlamlı örnekleridir. Amacımız ticari ve ekonomik ilişkilerimizde köklü geçmişimize yakışan bir seviyeye, bu yolda geçtiğimiz dönemde önemli mesafe kaydettiğimizi sevinerek ifade etmek isterim. Ülkemiz ile Arnavutluk arasında 2009 yılında 278 milyon dolar olan ticaret hacmimiz son 10 yılda yaklaşık 2 kat artış kaydederek 2020 yılında 509 milyon dolara, buradaki Türk yatırımlarının değeri 2020 itibariyle 602 milyon dolara, Türk müteahhitlerince Arnavutluk'ta üstlenilen 33 projenin değeri ise 47 milyar dolara yaklaşmıştır. Daha da yukarıya gidebilmesi için dost ve kardeş Arnavutluk'ta her türlü işbirliğini geliştirmeye hazır olduğumuzu ifade etmek. Pandeminin Türkiye'nin kontrol altına alınmasıyla birlikte ikili ticari ve ekonomik ilişkilerimizin daha ileri seviyeye taşınacağına yürekten inandığımızı bir kez daha yine kültürel ekonomimiz olan değerli Arnavutluk vatandaşlarına bu anlamda günü bir kez daha kutluyorum. Sizleri en içten duygularımla selamlıyorum.